Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm so glad you're here this Friday morning. Got a great show lined up. Got a special guest here giving away some seafood. Got a Friday fishing forecast and talking about a lot of neat stuff that you as outdoorsmen are going to really enjoy hearing. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Hot again today. 90. They call for 90. When they say 90, it's going to be 92, 93. Of course, you know what the heat index is. It's all over, well over 100 all over the place. Now, low's going to be 83, and the water temperature is 86 degrees. It really has been, the water temperature really heated up this week, about as hot as it's going to get this year, around 86 to 87. Okay, take a look at the river readings. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown is at a 2.1, looking good right there, and the Choctaw at Caryville is at a 3.7. And it's fascinating because you talk to these old timers, they have two phrases, the river right and they're tearing them up. And I've heard both phrases this week, okay? Now let's look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Today is Friday, July the 24th. We're looking 1 week from tomorrow, we're gonna be in August, folks. Okay, we're looking at the high tide, again a neap tide, the high tide at 5:19 this morning and a low tide at 5:41. But now tomorrow morning, we're going to have a good morning high tide. So you plan to get out on Saturday morning, get our kayak up there into that shallow water, and it's going to be a good shape. And then next week, the tide's going to be real strong. So really good tidal movement coming up. The marine forecast will be west about 10 to 15. Let's go ahead and do our fishing game times of this segment here, brought to us by Mark Cowart of Counts Real Estate. The two times you're looking at this morning from 6:50 to 8:50. And this evening from 7:12 to 9:12, I talked about yesterday, that's a great time to go. It's nice and cool in the morning and cool off in the afternoon, and the fish going to be biting then. So let's go ahead and make plans to do some early stuff this weekend. All right, let's go ahead and take our break. I'll be right back. Now, welcome back, and welcome Brad Stevens.
Good morning, Coach.
Hey,
How
Brad.
are you?
We're laughing here. Brad's family's been out, his wife and kids been out of town, and he's about to starve to death. So
I am starting to wither away over here.
Are you ready for them to get back home?
I am. I miss the pitter patter of them kids on the feet.
Listen, we had a good week. Randy, you down at ICAST last week, and it was my first one. You've been to several, and I was impressed with it. And I've told folks about it all week, so I'm not going to talk much about it. So I want you to talk about what all was going on at Sunjammers and what you did at ICAST and all. So what's going on?
Well, we went to ICAST. We just go down there to this year. I was like, I wasn't going to go there. I was like, all right, I'm going to go politic. Shake hands and kiss babies. It's my industry's down there. I got to go down there because kayaks own the show this year, like they have the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
The best of new product of the year in the fishing category, or in the fishing industry, was a kayak for the 3rd or 4th year in a row, I think. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Kayak fishing is exploding, and it's starting to get some real recognition industry-wide. We know y'all have loved it forever like we have, but it was an Eddy Line kayak that won. We actually don't even sell the kayak, but it is a fantastic kayak. Super lightweight, super durable. They'll start hitting the market, in the next 4 to 6 months. We have been talking with Eddy Line about picking them up. So if you like the kayak, let Eddy Line know you want Sunjammers to sell it. They're real good about their dealers, not putting people on top of each other. I think you got to drive about an hour and a half somewhere to get an Eddy Line dealer. So we think the sweet spot's right here in Panama City, so we'll see. But I really wasn't expecting to see anything I liked, and I came home excited about 3 products. One product was the rinse kit that I know Coach talked about on the show.
We had a video on it recently, and Brad, you like that?
It's magic. I don't know how it works, but it works.
Yeah, that's right.
To recap what it is, it's 2 gallons of water. You just hook it up to your spigot outside. You turn it on. It fills up this little reservoir with a handle. It's 2 gallons, so it's not 14 pounds.
Yeah.
And you walk around, and it will give you 4 minutes of pressurized water with a sprayer nozzle. It all compacts. It's just, and it's all under $100. There's no battery to charge, no plug you need, no compressed air. I ain't got a clue how it works. I don't care. It just works.
Are you going to carry it, right?
We got about a dozen of them on order on our first shipment. We hope to see them within a week or so. But they are so backed up. They also won Best Fishing Accessory this year at ICAST, and so they're going to be swamped in backlog. So it may be a week or two before we see it, but we definitely have it on the way.
And you got my name on one of them.
I got your name on one of them.
Right.
So we'll put them on our Instagram and Facebook as soon as they come in. So that's the best way to find out everything. Just put it on our Instagram, or follow us on Instagram and all of our social media pages. The second cool product I found was called Lit Coolers. It's just like a Yeti. In fact, across the room you can't hardly tell a difference. But when you open the Lit Cooler, there's these LED lights that come on. And we have these in stock now at a St. Andrews location. I actually bought the booth out at ICAST and hauled all them coolers home. And, well, I say that we have them at St. Andrews. We're selling a couple a day. Just when people see it, they have to have it. Just imagine a cooler that'll keep ice a couple days, grizzly bear proof, why. So, but when you open it up, there's this LED frame that just lights up the inside of the cooler, and it is cool. And the best part of it, it'll burn 15 hours on a single charge. How many open and shut to your refrigerator does it take to get to 15 hours? That's how the cooler is going to be, but it's fully rechargeable. I really like it. It's a small company. They got a back door tie to Panama City I can tell you about when you come in the shop to pick it up, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to get interview on that, but they were just packed out. I couldn't get it in there.
Yep.
Everybody liked that. That's good.
And the third great new product, I'm going to wait and show you next segment when I'm showing you all the products, because I actually left it in my truck.
Oh, okay.
But it is really cool. So make sure to watch all these commercials that are going to come on in a few minutes, and then come back, because I'm going to have something that I bought on the spot. I also bought it at ICAST. I never buy stuff at this show ever. But I came home with three cool products.
I saw you filling out some forms, or you were buying some stuff.
Yeah, I hate paperwork. That's why I never do it. But ICAST is just fun, and we got the Shimano released the new Stratix that we got in stock yesterday at the St. Andrews 79 store. I'm sorry. So the new Stratix, they're light, they're balanced, they look cool. Last night we put some sneak peeks of it up on our Instagram page, so go check that out. And they're just. It's cool.
Good stuff. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Brad. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Brad from Sunjammers, the founder and the head dog at Sunjammers. So,
head dog gets beat a lot.
We're going to show a picture. Listen, I want to wish a happy birthday to Dominic Peck. This is Jeff's son. Today's his birthday. He's 14 years old. I want you to check out this picture of him surfing out at Panama City Beach. This is at the pier. Now, does he look happy and excited? Is that a great picture? And I wanted to comment on the group. This is a group that was surfing with him and all over there, and it's a group, and the group is called, they come down over here from Navarre. They're called the Autism Surf, and they come down here and take some kids out once a month. Right, Jeff? Once a month they go surfing. And the kids with autism and all, and this is just really great. We're talking about doing good things for people and all, and I want to compliment that group and wish Dominic a happy birthday. Make sure your mom and dad takes you out and get you something good to eat and get you all kind of presents today, okay? All right, I want to show one more picture while I got to open up. This is I don't know if y'all know this guy. This is Shane Van, Judge Shane Van, and they're staying down in our place this week, and we always talk about you can't catch any fish in July because of the catfish. Well, look what Shane caught. I mean, that is a nice pompano there, so I want to congratulate him. I know he's using all my fishing stuff, but I'm glad he caught it right out of Cape San Blas. Good job, Shane. All right, Brad, what you got here, buddy?
All right, I got a ring on. I know you can't see. This is the hardest thing in the world to see, but I have a ring, and I don't like wearing this as a ring, but I'll show you some alternate uses for it. But when you're out fishing, you don't have to go digging for pliers or anything like that to cut or a pocket knife. All you do is you take a ring, and this is some, 40-pound mono I just stole from a reel over here. And literally, you just take the ring, and it's on either side. There's cutters, and it cuts super simple. If you don't like wearing a ring, because I don't like anything on my finger, but it is Velcro, so if it does get caught, if you rip hard enough, the Velcro wrap will come off, so there shouldn't be any danger on that. I know it'll cut 100-pound mono like butter, 80-pound braid. But we're putting it on our kayak seats. down on each side of us on the Hobies. We're putting them down. And your rod butts, Ryan McNeil's been putting it on his rod butts inshore when he goes to change lure. He just brings his lure down to, to this, cuts it. There's a line. You can get a really super close cut. And, I really like it. I don't know. At first I saw it about 6 or 8 months ago on social media. I'm like, that might be the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Exactly what you're thinking right now. The more I thought about it, the more I saw it, the more I saw applications. It's a cool product. That's all I have to say.
That's funny you said that, because I walked by the booth the first time and felt the same thing. I swung back around. The second time I went by the booth, I picked it up and tried it out. And I was like you. I was impressed. On the video Monday, we're going to have some. I have that ring. That is cool. Are you going to carry these, you said?
They're in stock right now.
Got them? That's cool.
Yep.
Now. How much they run?
This is $10.
Oh, my goodness. Are you serious?
Manufacturer sells them for 12. We sell them for 10, and it's just, there's a cutter on both sides of it, and all you got to do is make a loop, put it on there, and it cuts it. It's just, there's no new technology in this. It's, divers have been using, those pool knives forever, hikers. Same thing. Somebody was just finally smart enough to put it on a small Velcro ring. And
why didn't you think of that?
I don't know.
Why didn't you
Great
think of
question. Great question. But
American ingenuity. That's what I like so much about ICAST. I think was the creativity of some of the inventions these guys and girls were making. It really was cool.
So, but it's called the line cutter, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, line cutter with a Z. And but these are cool. They're in stock. St. Andrew's store and Highway 79.
Good deal. Okay. All right. What else you got?
We have torpedo bait bucket right here. This is the broken one. I actually stepped on it. That's the reason why it's broken. But you towing your flow and troll bait bucket through with a kayak, there's a ton of drag. So we're putting everything in this, and this is, it's like a torpedo. It moves through the water very well. It has the access door on the side. We're actually taking one more, since we have such big cigar minnows here, we're actually taking one more Velcro wrap and putting around the center of this door just for extra precaution. It does have a lock down here. If you don't step on it, it works just fine. But it's called a flow and troll bait bucket, in stock at both locations. It just drastically cuts down that drag behind you when you're in the kayak. And one of my favorite products is a bamboo shirt. And we just got these bamboo t-shirts in. They're not printed, they're plain front, they're plain back, and they're super soft, one of the softest shirts you'll ever touch. I have my polos in these, I have underwear made out of this material. It is absolutely amazing. And we have these on sale, 15% off in the St. Andrew's store.
Oh, cool.
Just trying to get the bamboo. You need bamboo, and bamboo's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. Now, what, as far as the fishing, you got some new rod and reels in, you said? You got the Stradic?
We have the new Stradics. The new egret bait should be in any day. We picked up a new rod manufacturer also, but I'm not going to mention that till we get those in stock. Keeping it out at the beach store, all Wilderness System ride kayaks are 15% off until I change my mind. So you got at least a couple days. I don't change my mind quite that quick. It is getting towards the end of the year. We took an extra load to help another dealer out, so we are heavy on these right now. Is the reason we can extend that discount to you. These are new kayaks, still in the wrapper. You have a choice: high seat, low seat, mid seat. But it's 15% off the MSRP. And Hobie had some leftover 2014 inventory that they couldn't export because of, I don't know, I think that longshoreman strike on the West Coast a while back. We're down to our last 3 Revolution 13s. You got one. You got some of those Revolution 13s. Yeah. They are last year's boat, last year's seat. I can't tell you the price of it, but if you Google the address of the White House, that's the price.
What?
Most everybody knows the address of the White House. Do you know it?
That's it. No.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where it is.
Yeah, well, that's where the price is. I can't tell you what the price is, but there's a number in there somewhere that'll help you. It's typically less than Craigslist pricing. I saw a boat sell on Craigslist for more than we're selling them new. We just can't advertise a discounted Hobie product. But if you call the Highway 79 store, we've sold out in St. Andrews, they'll be able to take care of you.
Okay, that sounds good. Anyway, what else you got?
I think that's it.
That's all of it?
Yeah.
That's unusual. You covered everything.
I know. I can keep rattling. I can keep rambling on
Well,
here.
let's go ahead. We're about to get to the bottom of these. Again, we're going to show you all the folks that's won this year off Panhandle Outdoors. different prizes and all. All these people won. I'm gonna put y'all back in now for the fall sweepstakes. But right now, we're gonna try to get some people who have not won. Brad.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right? So this is gonna be for the Tarpon Rock Seafood. It'll be a $20 gift certificate.
And if you don't want it, call me. I'll take it for you.
He don't have anybody cooking for him. All right. Bill Barlow, one of our loyal viewers. Bill Barlow. Okay. And this is gonna be for the big red snapper. All right.
This is another thing you can bring if you don't want them.
That's right.
Just throwing that out there.
Trade us some sausage. Judy Corbin from St. Joe Beach. Okay, Judy Corbin from St. Joe Beach. So 2 winners there from Tarpon Rock Seafood. We appreciate them being a big sponsor for us and for giving you some seafood every week here on Panhandle Outdoors. Okay, we're going to take our final break. We're going to get set up and bring our famous Friday fishing forecast. Hi, welcome back. I want to our famous Friday fishing forecast. I want to also make an announcement. The boat we had on this week, I tell you, it would sail. It's sold. Ken Kirkland boat, the Bass Tracker boat. He had a good price on it. Ray Howell came all the way down from Bluntstown and picked it up yesterday. So it made 2 people happy.
Absolutely.
So it was a good deal. So I knew it would go fast. All right. So if you have something like that, we can help you out on selling it here on Panhandle Outdoors. If it's related to the outdoors, we'll try to help you out. Make sure you price it right.
Absolutely.
Okay, real quick, let's talk about freshwater fishing. Freshwater fishing has been excellent. The river's right and tearing it up. I've heard that all week. All along the Choctawhatchee River, they're catching them. All along the Apalachicola River system, up there in Bluntstown, off the upper river, they're catching. Ray Howell, the reason he called about the boat, he was telling him he's catching 25 to 30 bass a trip. So that's really good fishing. So freshwater is really good this week. Let's come on down to Carabel. We talked about Carabel. Had Millard on yesterday, and Millard was talking about, if you look on his chart here, Millard was talking about on the east end down there around the FSU lab, also around Lanark Village, catching a lot of tarpon. Tarpon has been really hot in that area. Tarpon fishing with the guides have been really good. On the east end of Dog Island, right here in the middle of the screen, on the east end, we're looking at really good Spanish mackerel fishing. We're going to be fishing there this weekend in that big tournament. I want to encourage y'all to come down by the Leukemia Research Foundation for their big sea quarters tournament. Okay, so Spanish mackerel really good there. Let's move on down here. Coming up behind St. George Island, East Point. The bridge fishing been good coming out of East Point. Right here, St. George Island. Right there, the red fishing has been really good right in this area, right in here. Okay, you can put your boat in right there and go right around that corner and catch some nice fish. Move on to, I know you want to talk about scalloping and all, but I've gotten, again, it's fascinating at reports I'm getting on scalloping. I had lunch with a young lady yesterday. She and her dad limited out in an hour and a half for their boat. And then I talked to some other people, they had trouble finding them. So it's just been mixed reports on scalloping, but some folks are finding them, and they're finding some big ones too. I've been fascinated at all the different things, the reports I've got, because there's no Brad, I don't know if you heard it, but people are going out kayak. A lot of kayakers go scalloping, and we talked about where to go and all, but some of them are finding some and some aren't.
It's definitely a hit or miss year,
yeah.
But when you're on them, you're typically on them.
Yeah, that's true. Let's talk about Mexico Beach. Mitch Coburn sent in this report right here. He said it's just been really the water temperature is hot. They said it's been rough this week. For the going offshore, it's been pretty rough. So they haven't done a whole lot. But he said the big thing down there, the king mackerel are hitting really strong out of Mexico Beach. All right, let's come on here to Panama City. Going up here to Crooked Island, been doing good. Tarpon fishing been excellent here.
Very good.
Off the pier, they're catching a lot of tarpon. Are you hearing it down at your place?
Yep. Kayakers are getting them. Paddleboarders are getting them. It's a good tarpon run this year.
Yeah, that's got to be a thrill now, catching one out of kayak or paddleboard.
It pulls you around. It's a lot of fun, that's for sure.
You get a free ride, don't you?
Absolutely. A Gulf Coast sleigh ride.
Okay, what about, let's go here to the bay system. What have you heard down at your shop?
Redfish been pretty good on the flats. That early morning it's been so hot, but I find the heat doesn't overly affect the redfish as much as the trout. But the trout are definitely pushed off in your deeper holes on your breaks and your ledges, trying to find a little bit cooler water. But those redfish, they're still in there in that skinny water. They are moving to that 2.5 to 3 foot of water, and once the water warms up a little bit, But East Bay, West Bay, even St. Andrews Bay is having some good ports of redfish caught. And I'm hearing a lot of mangrove snapper all over the bay. Lots of mangrove snappers, and some sheepshead still around, on the flats they're catching.
Okay, so that's a pretty good report, pretty steady. And again, we're always talking about, you want to go fish early and fish late.
Yep.
Well, and it's so important you get out there and you want to make sure that that when you with someone, y'all have plenty of liquids. Talking about drinking and all.
And a little bit of shade.
Yeah, try to find some shade. And also have a couple of different rods ready for different things,
Yes, most definitely.
We don't talk about that enough on this show. The one rod day is just about over with. I mean, you got to have a couple.
You got to have a bunch of different, or if you just got one rod, you need to make sure you have your line cutter so you can change that lure out quickly.
There you go. Good selling point there.
Another thing, the bamboo shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, they're the coolest shirts. Not only they look cool, but they're really cool when you're wearing them. So when you're outside in that heat, they breathe. They don't hold any stench. You can sweat. A few minutes later, they're dry. And the sniff test does not work on bamboo shirts. See if it's clean or dirty because they almost never stink.
Oh, really? I have to try that. Okay, also quickly, Chattahoochee Bay got some reports of Jack Crevalle over there at Chattahoochee Bay. Now that's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Jack Crevalle, and in fact they've hit all of our bay system. Good strong fish. They're cousins to the pompano, same Jack family there. So it looks like a good weekend to do some fishing.
Absolutely.
Just stay out of the thunderstorms and all that. But fish are biting now. They're biting in the surf, obviously from the picture you just saw, and they're also biting in the bays early in the morning and all. So make sure you get to go. Any closing comments, anything on the fishing and all in your area?
Nope. Highway 79 storeroom has your live bait, fresh and saltwater, open 7 to 5, and they're closed on Sundays.
Live bait now. It's hard to beat those cricket and worms.
Yeah, and this time of year, even in the bay, that live bait, call before you go out there for the shrimp. They're small and they're sparse, but that's July and August in Northwest Florida.
Yes, sir. All right, Brad, thanks for going on, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'll run by and get one of those rings out there to cut that line.
Absolutely. Give one to your wife. She'll appreciate it.
Yeah, John, I got your new ring. That'll be good. All right, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. You have a great weekend. Do something outdoors. Always do something good for your fellow man. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.